Sagittarius, welcome to your tarot card reading today. Today we're going to do a what you need to know. We're going to find out what it is that you need to know. What's being hidden, what needs to come through, what your spirit guides want to pass along to you. So let's see what messages must come out today. Let's see what you need to know, Sagittarius. Let's talk about you. What you need to know right now is the Eight of Pentacles. All right, well, something's working out. Four of Pentacles. You've been thinking on, that's not the Four of Pentacles. Excusez-moi, 20 seconds into the reading. I'm already making mistakes here. Four of Cups. Okay, let's see what you're working on. Let's see what they want to tell you about this. The Four of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles is like finding a way to make something work, finding a way to make it happen. Let's understand that. What's the Eight of Pentacles here for Sag? Hold on, Sag, that card spit across the table here. All right, hold on, Sag. We got ourselves Five of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and okay. Oh, wait. Oh, a little Big Mac here. Hold on, Sag. Five of Wands. Is that a struggle, conflict, challenge, fight? Fool. Fresh start after a challenge or after some barriers here. Okay. What you need to know right now is the Eight of Cups is in reverse. Give me a second to process the card, Sag. There's a very strong, overwhelming feeling against you, well, I was going to say around you, but I said against you. You might feel like things are against you. The world's against you. The universe are against you. People are against you. This is like, Sagittarius against the world, right? It's me against the world. But they don't want you to let something go because you're going to regret it. So that's what you need to know is they don't want you to let something go. You're going to regret it. They want you to find a way through these challenges. Let's understand that. It's easier to, the Knight of Pentacles. Your hard work's going to pay off. What I'm hearing, Sag, is you're going to get what you want, but it's not going to look how you want it to look. Okay. And there's the King of Wands. There's you, very confident in your masculine energy going after something. Whenever I see this energy, I do feel like it's something in the material. There's a goal you want, an aspiration you want, a career you want, a job you want, money you want, an item you want. There's something that you want. And they don't want you to give up. They want you to find a way to make it happen. But there's the Nine of Wands. Okay, so what do you want? Let's understand this, because the Four of Cups is all about exploring your options, silencing your mind, finding a way to make this happen. What do you want Sag to do differently, or how do you want Sag to, find the solution? What do you want Sag to do? The Temperance is in reverse. They don't want you to lose patience. The heck? Let me clarify that. That could be indulgence. Maybe okay. The Four of Swords, I think there's let me clarify Temperance in reverse to understand your message, because my instincts went right to patience, but a part of me wonders if it's indulgence when I saw this Four of Swords. What's the Temperance in reverse? Let me understand that, and I'll understand the message here, Sagittarius. What is it that... Yeah, there's your struggle, there's your challenge. Oh, damn. Yeah, okay. I feel it's indulgence, and I feel like indulgence means... It doesn't mean like it just means doing something too much. I don't know why I'm clarifying that. Because whenever I think of indulgence, I think of like an alcoholic or something. But it doesn't always refer to that. It can refer to overthinking. It can be referring to focusing on the negative, focusing on the wounded aspect. What it is here is there's an element where the Three of Swords is here for you, Sag. There's an insecurity, a fear, a worry, a pain, a sorrow. That's blocking your intuition. And that's what they want you to do differently, is to trust and listen to your intuition, because right now you're not fully listening to it and it's causing an imbalance. Why is Sag ignoring the intuition? What is it that's coming through that's making them ignore? Why are they ignoring? Six of Pentacles is in reverse. The Eight of Swords. You're doubting that it's going to work. But your intuition's telling you that it is, but it's like you're not feeling like it's going to work. And there's your Four of Pentacles. What's with it? And there's the Hierophant. Okay. So you're feeling, if this is your reading, Sagittarius, what you need to know is there's something, it's like you feel like it's not going to work, but your intuition's telling you it is. So it's like but then what are the delays? Why is Sag's intuition telling them it's going to work, but they're not listening, or they don't trust it, or they're not feeling it? Like why are they not? Let me understand what's happened here. The Magician and the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. Because there's just been a lot of barriers and a lot of challenges to get what it is that you want. There's a lot of shit in your way. It's like, You know, well, look at all the stuff between him and this little boat here. There's his ship, there's your goal, there's what you want. Look at all this damn rocky waters here. So there's just a lot of stuff. It could be family that are in your way. It could be emotional blockages. And what you need to know is they want you to know that this is going to work and you're going to get it, but you got to trust your intuition over your fears, your anxieties, or your doubts. What is your intuition telling you? And sometimes when we're doubting our intuition, right, the best way to clarify within our soul is the Four Swords. So that's what they want you to know right now, Sag, is you're going to get what you want. You're going to get there. They don't want you to give up, but they want you to trust your intuition, because right now you're not fully listening to it. Okay, so then what is it that you want Sag to do differently, or what can they do differently? How is it that you want them to create that change in this? If it's frustrating, if it's going slow, it's not happening. The Moon. It's just straight anxiety. There's a lot of anxiety around this. It's Page of Wands. Oh, but they're reminding you of how talented and gifted you are. Sag, there's a lack of confidence. This is like, I don't have the confidence in this. It's like I want to be a political commentator, but I don't think anyone's going to watch me. So I'm just not going to post my videos. You recorded 600 of them, though, but you're not going to put them up there. They're reminding you to have confidence in yourself. But you're a Sag, but we could have insecurities, baby. What's the insecurity? What's the Moon then? What is it that Sag needs to release and let go? So it's reminding you, first of all, Sag, this is a really beautiful energy. The Page of Wands and the Empress. This is like, the Empress is not born, and I say it all the time, right? She's created. It means these struggles, these challenges, these barriers, they've taught you things. They've passed lessons along. They've made you stronger, smarter, wiser, right? It's my Christina Aguilera Fighter song, which I think is a beautiful song. And the Page of Wands is creativity. It's being excited, but it's getting the message to have confidence in yourself. If you believe, you got to be your biggest fan. You got to believe in yourself. So then what's stopping Sag from believing in themselves? So what's the Moon? What? The Lovers is in reverse down here. Well, it was really over there, but I don't know why I said down here. I'm down under in Australia. Okay. Oh my gosh. For all of you Aussies out there, we were just watching, I don't know who we are. It was just me in my bed with my dogs. But we were watching, like, a thing came up and it was like Life in Australia, and there was this girl and she has this big spider on the back of her neck. Oh my gosh. She wasn't even screaming and freaking out. And that's what everyone was saying in the comments, and all the Australians are like, this is normal down here. Us Canadians would freak out if we ever saw a spider. I would die if I saw a spider that big. I'd be Usain Bolt, would be 100 meters away. Okay. The Moon. The Moon is a fear of failure. It's a fear of failure that's holding you back, Sag. Everybody has that fear. There is a fear of failure here, which means that you tried something in the past, you didn't get it, it didn't work, right? We already know that. You've tried to get this, it didn't work. The subconscious blockage here and what they want you to overcome is a fear of failure. There's also an element where it's like you feel like it's wishful thinking. But that's the fear of failure coming into your mind. It isn't wishful thinking. You're afraid that you're going to fail, so you're looking for excuses and reasons that it might fail or that it might not work, and they want you to stop doing that. They want you to stop justifying reasons that it might fail and start having confidence in yourself and justify the reasons that it will succeed. And that is what you need to know right now. Okay, then Spirit Guides, anything else, any other message, anything else you want to pass along to Sag before we jump into the oracles? And Sag, for those of you who are resonating, or for those of you that want a personal reading, I am currently open. Just a friendly reminder, the link is in the description box, and it's pinned in the comment section. Justice. Woo, shit, Sag, you gonna get everything you deserve. You just gotta know it. This is all about principle of cause and effect, getting everything that you want, getting what you deserve. Justice will be served on a silver platter for you, Sag. You just need to know and trust it. This is making the best decision for yourself. This is weighing out the consequences, right? I had this thought, I had this fear of failure. What's the consequence if I act on that fear? What's the consequences if I don't? So it's looking at every choice and every decision that you're making and looking at the pros and the cons, the good and the bad, the cause and effect of each choice. But it's also making the best decision for yourself as you move forward. But with the Fool and the Justice, two major arcanas here, this is telling you you're going to get what you want in this new cycle. They really don't want you to give up and let this go. Don't let that fear of failure become an excuse or be something that stops you, Sag. That's what you need to know right now. Sagittarius, let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say. And we'll jump back into the tarot. Alright, then what does Sagittarius need to surrender to release that fear, to make this happen, to bring this in now? No more waiting. No more waiting. prayer. Okay. So give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and supports will arrive. All right, for those of you where this is career, this is your finance, this is something to do on your job front. Let's get the career advice for you, baby. Renewal. And maybe you just need a break, Sag. Maybe you're just really burnt out too. Renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. So challenges ahead will require you to have faith to break through. And you need your strength in order to have that faith. So don't forget to take some time for yourself. Take a break. Take some time off. All right. What's your soul card, Sagittarius? Spirit guys, what's the soul card for Sagittarius? 1. Options. Okay, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. I don't know, is somebody going into the legal field here? Because that's not the card that had the scales. But I know you remember the Justice card was here. So the scales have showed up twice. So maybe some of you are going into some kind of field of justice in the legal field. Okay, but anyway, is there any other purpose cards that we can grab here for Sagittarius? Just that one. Hold on, Sag, what's going on here? The cards aren't coming out smooth. Smooth criminal. I haven't seen the Michael movie yet. I'm really sad. I really want to see it. Okay, study, reading, research, education will help gain confidence and clarity about your career. And we have children. Your life purpose involves helping children and healing children. Heal the world. All right, and I'm in a Michael zone. Okay, Sag, let's see what else needs to come out. Let's see what else you need to know right now. I know that's for my potential outcome, but I just thought I'd do it because I'm not doing a potential outcome today. That was just total habit from my hands. All right, what else does Sagittarius need to know? What else do you want to say? There we are again, the 8 of Pentacles, your hard work, mastering your craft, your skill, things going forward. What about it? There's the, oh, I got the same cards. Well, Sagittarius, we started this reading with these cards, now we're ending the reading with these cards. Taking things step by step and day by day. What didn't I say? Death. Stop what? What's death? The 10 of Pentacles. Change what? The Knight of Swords. Okay, what do you want to change? Is the Knight of Swords resentment, anger, speed, patience? They are very certain and very clear that if this is your reading, they want you to have confidence. And if it's your reading, your fear of failure. So they do not want you to allow that fear to prevent you or to stop you. They want you to take this day by day, step by step. But I'm not understanding. Okay, hold on. The 2 of Swords is in reverse. There it is again. That's the only thing that's holding you back or stopping you, Sag, or stopping this, is the moon. And that's the only thing. You're afraid to fail. You're afraid to put yourself out there. There's an element here of afraid, a fear of failure. You know, the most beautiful way I thought this was put, let me rephrase this. There's a guy named Will Smith that used to be real popular in the 90s, and he's not so popular right now. But I still like him because I still remember the joy he brought me in the 90s. So I saw an interview with him with that Hard Knocks guy. You know, you've talked about this Hard Knocks guy before. I really like that guy's channel. And he talked about confidence in that channel. And Will Smith said, you know, one of the things people, and that's the thing I always liked about Will Smith, he was so confident, right? He had that swagger, he was confident, he didn't care. And he said what makes them confident is not a fear of failure. They're afraid to fail. Everybody has that fear. But having that confidence is not afraid to fail in front of somebody else. A lot of times we're afraid to put ourselves out there. We're afraid they're going to judge us. We're going to fail. They're going to laugh at us. You know, whatever we're afraid of, it's that fear of judgment from somebody else. And he said, everybody has that fear. That's not what confidence is. The confidence is not being afraid to fail in front of somebody else and letting go of that insecurity and that care. And once you don't care what that person or other people are going to say or think, then that fear, it's easier to come off as confident because it's not something that's going to stop you or prevent you, because now you just literally do not care. It gives you that sense of freedom. So everyone has that fear of failing, Sag. Even freaking Will Smith has the fear of failing. It's just all about understanding that part of that fear is other people seeing you fail or other people watching you fall or whatever that element is, right? And it's not being afraid. Don't let that stop you from making the best decision from yourself and what's doing the best for you. If we live a life led with fear, it is not a life that's led at all. That's what evil is a life that's not lived. That's what I have, that's what I got, and that's what you guys want you to say. Find a way to make it happen, but don't let the fear of failure or the fear of other people seeing you fail stop you from going after something. Understand that fear. Don't let it stop you, Sag. That's what you need to know right now. So that's what I got. That's what's up. That's what's going down. So Sag, I hope you guys enjoyed your reading, and let's close it off today with your yes or no question. Baby! Yes or no? Which is the answer for Sagittarius? All right, Sag. Are you ready? Ask again. Okay. Yes or no? What's the answer for Sagittarius? The answer is, are you ready? Most likely. All right, Sag. I truly wish you guys the best of luck. Until next time.